We need to treat the planet better. We have mass species extinction. We have ecosystems collapsing. We have ocean dead zones. We need to take extreme measures for our future and for the animals. Well, going vegan is a really easy way to not only massively reduce emissions, but also to save literally thousands of animals from being bred, manipulated, and killed for your pleasure and convenience. Yeah, about that. No, thank you. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, thanks. I'm David Rams. Welcome back to another 5-Minute Friday. If you like these videos, don't miss Sunday's live stream. We're gonna go through all of these topics and much more in much more detail. Links in the description. Don't miss it. We're kicking off this week's topics with a new study that proves that veganism won't save the planet. It's a study that's been popping up across multiple news outlets all over the internet, and it's titled "Fix to Food Climate Problem Doesn't Require Veganism." The mainstream media loves anti-vegan drama, so it's no surprise at all that we're seeing this popping up all over the place. But let's jump in and let's see, what does the study actually say? Researchers from the US and the UK found a nearly complete switch to a plant-rich diet around the world could slash almost 720 billion tons of greenhouse gases. Well, that sounds pretty pro-vegan to me. A complete switch would have more of an impact, right? If you're trying to get people to respond properly to a climate emergency, shouldn't you be advocating for a complete switch? Also considering that it avoids the exploitation and killing of literally thousands of animals? If almost everyone ate the right number of calories based on their age, around 2,100 calories a day for many adults, it would cut around 450 billion tons of greenhouse gases. Great, so eat plant-based calories and you're taking care of the first 2 points of the study. If farming got more carbon efficient by using less fertilizer, managing soil better, and doing better crop rotation, it would slice nearly 600 billion tons of greenhouse gases. Awesome, so do that. If farms could increase yield through genetics and other methods, it would trim almost 210 billion tons of greenhouse gases. I wasn't sure if they were talking about plants, animals, or both here. If they were talking about animals, the genetic manipulation of animals is fucking disgusting. What we should really do is stop consuming them and their products for them, and also because it benefits the environment. If people waste less food either on their plates in restaurants or by getting it to people in poorer countries, that would eliminate nearly 400 billion tons of greenhouse gases. So the findings in this don't seem to be anti-vegan really. It seems that they're actually promoting the plant-based diet, which is a core part of veganism. So why is the media all saying veganism not required? Well, that comes in the next point. A Mediterranean diet of less meat and animal fat, along with cutting portions, would do the trick and make people healthier. Something like convincing the whole world to go vegan was always going to be an impossible large sell. There's nothing new here, it's a standard rhetoric from climate campaigners, as usual, completely ignoring the animals. We need to treat the planet better. We have mass species extinction. We have ecosystems collapsing. We have ocean dead zones. We need to take extreme measures for our future and for the animals. Well, going vegan is a really easy way to not only massively reduce emissions, but also to save literally thousands of animals from being bred, manipulated, and killed for your pleasure and convenience. Yeah, about that. No, thank you. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, thanks. Fuck vegan for the planet and fuck vegan for health anyway. These are both weak-ass arguments. Eat local, sustainable, plant-based food for the environment. Eat a well-balanced plant-based diet for your health. Go vegan because you're against animal abuse. Do any of you know what Bovril is? It's this gravy drink made from meat, which is obviously fucking disgusting. Well, the company Bovril just teamed up with England's only vegan football team, Forest Green Rovers, to make a vegan version made from beetroot. And they've really upset a load of meatflakes. Meatflakes is what I'm calling non-vegans who are easily offended from now on. It's like a combination of snowflake and meat eater. 2020 couldn't get any worse. I'm pretty sure a beetroot gravy drink isn't the worst thing to happen in 2020. No. Just know, if people want to be vegan, eat vegetables. Don't eat fake meat. Yeah, totally, and if people want to shoot each other, they can just go out and do that rather than playing a video game like Call of Duty. Fake meat gives all the flavor, but none of the violence, just like a video game gives all of the fun, with none of the violence. Why the fuck should we not do it? No, Bovril is meat and that can't change. Yes, it can. What is it with people that get so offended by veganism? Are they just offended by everything? It happened on another post too, made by this vegan Twitter account, Veganella. She tweeted about some vegan chicken that she was eating, and take a look at the responses by some of these meat flakes. Why are vegans obsessed with making vegan meals look like meat? It seems counterproductive. Making tasty meals to replace tortured animal flesh seems counterproductive to you? Can someone explain to me how this is counterproductive in any way? Could you imagine the rage in your heart after biting into a chicken wing that turns out to be a cabbage? Can you imagine biting into chicken for it to be cabbage? I think I'd fight everyone. If I bite into chicken and find cabbage, someone is gonna die. You know how mad I would be biting into some fried cabbage thinking it's chicken? So edgy. Imagine being this much of a meat flake. A giant billboard ad in Wales promoting a vegan food company has been slammed by people who say it's racist. It's a billboard showing a picture of Kim Jong-un and the text says, "Ah, Seoul." According to The Sun newspaper, which is by the way not a reputable source, this is apparently a stereotypical kind of slur in Japanese. It could be, just bear with me a second, it could be that they were trying to say asshole. Hole? Does that not make a little bit more sense? They also made another billboard with Donald Trump, with a photo of him and a slogan that said, "Mexicans, I love them." And people were equally outraged at that too. But you know what? I think they did this on purpose. Triggering the social justice mafia is a surefire way to get your company advertised all over the world. It gets into the papers, it gets into the news, it goes all over social media. And let's be real, how many of these people who see this ad are going to be part of that social justice mafia who gets offended by literally anything? And how many of them are just going to be your average people who see the ad and think, hey, I might try that? I genuinely think they did it on purpose. So I say, well done. Denmark is turning pig's blood into protein powder. Yes, you heard me right. They're taking pig's blood and they're turning it into protein powder. They say currently there are 60,000 tons of pig's blood left over from pork production in Denmark, the majority sold on the international market for animal feed, but they say due to its high nutritional value at 90% protein, it could be used as a supplement in a wide variety of foods instead. Or, here's an idea. If you want to help people get better access to nutrition, stop growing crops to feed to pigs to slit their throats and feed their blood to people, and just grow crops to feed people. And we're still in Denmark for the next story, as they've just announced that they are going to cull every single mink in the country due to concerns over a mutated strain of you know what, and the potential that it could spread to humans. And one of these poor, hard-working farmers shared his emotions about the situation with the Guardian newspaper. It's horrible. I'm not even sure it's dawned on me how grave the consequences will be for us. We are shell-shocked. I was up at 4 AM because I couldn't sleep. I've been pacing up and down the floor, and I've cried. It's a state of shock, said Popso, who has more than 30,000 mink on his farm. The poor guy having to kill 30,000 mink without turning a profit. What a shame he has to just kill them rather than killing them and selling their skin. I'd say it's 99% certain the industry will not come back from this. At least this situation should end the mink fur industry in Denmark for good, and hopefully in all other countries across Europe. Who's ready for a good news story? A vegan activist has been elected as a member of the New York State Senate. Jabari Brisport is the man. I had a look at his website to see just how much he was talking about animal rights. As a vegan and animal rights advocate for many years, I believe that all living creatures are deserving of certain rights, dignity, and protection by the law. For too long, we have allowed big animal agriculture companies to profit by the abuse, exploitation, and commodification of animals. We can create a state where human beings and animals safely coexist without exploitation and abuse. To do this, we must institute legislation that establishes legal rights, safety and protections for wildlife, farm animals, and domestic animals. His aims for New York are pretty badass too. He wants to ban the commercial sale of cats, dogs, and rabbits. He wants to ban the sale and manufacture of new fur apparel, and he wants to redirect dairy subsidies into programs for farmers exiting the dairy industry. We need more vegan politicians who aren't scared to speak up like this. Don't miss this Sunday's live stream where we go into all of these topics and much more in much more detail, and you're welcome to join the live stream and share some of your thoughts and opinions either in the live chat or on the live stream itself. Just drop me a message and let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and see you on Sunday.